It's like, wait, they have the MT 15,000.
Oh, no way.
In that bitch. Gave nicotine a trial run for like a week. Hopped off it. I didn't want to sustain it. I dipper dappered though. I don't know. I got that same like stomach thing. I think I was swallowing it too much or something. Welcome back to another video. We got upper today at Muscle. Start of week 4. People have been asking what I track on. It's just Google Sheets. I downloaded some program way back. Just been copying and editing ever since. Programs, making blogs, and yeah. So Tuesday, upper A, we're at Muscle Factory. This is the one that I start off with shoulders first, so I'll start off with the Smith shoulder press. But shit's been going good. I've been liking the one set. I was testing I like taking how I feel into consideration, but are they good? Does he have control of his car? He was like sticking his leg out like Fred Flintstone or some shit trying to stop his car. I just don't want him to hit the goddamn rental, bro. Is he drunk? He's slizzard, bro. His car was like backing up uncontrollably and he stuck out his foot to like try to stop it, but then he hit the brake and then went and parked. Look how bad he parked. Oh, he showed the license plate. Nah, don't snitch on him. And they got out and they were like saying something, and they just started making out in front of the liquor store and they went in. How do birds be fucking? I have a video of some that just be going on my fence when I'm in the backyard, and one just hops on top of the other and they kind of like move around. And they just come and chill on the power line in my backyard. Like how the fuck. I've seen like 4 different videos of construction workers touching that, and like even with gloves, these motherfuckers just fly and chill on there. They're like on the power lines. I need to take my pre, bro, before I run out of water. I was trying the base one or the core. It's called the core, just like the base pre-workout. But this shit slaps. I think it's pretty good. But I like green apple. My favorite enraged flavor was that green apple one. So you gotta be careful when you breathe with the double scoop, because if you breathe wrong, the powder goes in your nose and you fucking choke and it's bad. Have you ever done that, dry scooping? You go to get your water and you take too long, you're like like the cinnamon challenge. We're still whipping the Malibu rental. The Golf is done, like the actual fixing the dent is done, but we're gonna wrap it because there was another part of the car that I fixed that had a scuff on it that we didn't paint correct. It was just like fixed over. So I think I'm gonna do that midnight blue, that iridescent blue.
Oh shit, I thought you were just doing the yellow again.
Nah, we were looking at it and there was other parts of the wrap that were also fucked up, like not even counting the part that got wrecked into, just debris, random, I don't know. It was just scuffed. It's the blue version of the red I had on the GTI. It's
gonna look tough. Are you gonna keep the same wheels or are you swapping?
I want to do chrome wheels, and then I might do the yellow tinted headlights, but like a little lighter yellow. We were fucking on our way to the shop to get stuff modded, and then we got wrecked into. Then we're gonna start building it, see what we can do. How many people do you think are like tweaking like that on the roads? Because I be seeing some crazy ass drivers here, bro. Like in Utah, I would just get pissed because everyone drives slow. Like, fucking move, dog. Fucking drive around them. But here people are like driving like they have fucking extra hearts, for real, like Zelda or something. Like they're fucking whipping and like what he just did. Even the fucking sober ones, like the chick that crashed in my fucking car. Dude, I already feel the tingles. It hits my face first. Derek, more plates, more dates, said he gets booty tingles.
Oh,
he goes with the booty tingles.
Like in his ass? Whoa.
He's like, I don't like the butthole itches.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Derek got the
booty,
got the booty beta alanine genetics.
The suspect tingles. That would be dead. You're like taking pre-workout and your fucking ass is just tingling.
That would help me hit like squat PRs. That would get me up. I fucking itch. You like gotta get out of the hole. There's so many buff ass chicks here, bro. She's built like fucking Hulk Hogan in his prime. Mike the Badass, bro. I think he's gonna win Olympia. I think Mike Summerfield's back, especially, it's just like fucking crazy for the weight limit. I saw some comparison thing on Reels with Ramon Dino when they did back shots. Pause. Shit was crazy. I'm excited to see, because now that Chris is out, now it's gonna be competitive.
Why does this fucking dually have to park right next to you?
Yeah, that was kind of extra. I'm on it. That honestly tilted me so bad. Fucking move, bird, bitch. I have to pee too. I always gotta pee so unfathomably bad when I pull up to the gym. The gym could be 5 minutes away and I can pee before, and I always gotta pee so bad. It's like the Barnes & Noble poop thing. Right when you go and you're like, oh.
Did you ever, like when you were a kid looking for toys, did you ever just have to rip a shit?
Wait, what? In like Toys R Us?
Yeah, I'd be like looking in the toy aisle. I'm like, God damn, I got a dookie.
Fucking looking at dinosaur bugs. Have you ever sharded before?
Yeah.
Bro.
I definitely have when I was sick.
One time when I was a kid, I sharded in Walmart and we just got like a new fit. I just got a new fit and changed in the restroom. I think I like laughed too hard or something.
All right, we're gonna start off with shoulders. For my warm-ups, on upper, I've just been doing 20 push-ups. That's all I've been doing for a warm-up. I kind of like that better than just hopping straight into the first one. I mean, it doesn't take too much out of me. It just busts out some push-ups. Gets the blood flowing before I even do that first warm-up weight. Because I kind of want to already be warm before I do that first warm-up weight. Not anything crazy. Like, I used to do extra stuff like bands and taking like a good 15 minutes. Quick 20 push-ups. And then do 205 for hopefully 7 or 8. I got 6 last week. I've just been doing a strict shoulder press on this. I'm trying to keep my torso straight so I can really get a good range of motion with my front delt and just my shoulders in general. Just trying to keep that strict, not like over exaggerating my rib coming up and shit, especially in those last reps. At least I have a tendency to lift my torso up, put myself in a better leverage, but it just takes the work off my shoulders. I could probably do like 2 plates if I was in like powerlifting stance mode, fucking like arched back. I could probably do a lot more weight, but just trying to hit my delt's popping a little more. I'm slimming down. You just notice over time, better by the cut, because I don't really know when I'm bulking. I'm like, am I getting fatter, or there's like a little bit more maybe? I don't know. And then like if I shave, I'm like, kind of look better if I shave. It's just like doubting through the bulk. The only thing that gives me validation during the bulk is my training log. People are like, I don't even track my calories, bud. I don't even track my lifts. I just kind of just go in the gym, do the same split. I would get depressed during bulks if I didn't know if I was getting stronger or not. I've made progress so much faster tracking shit. Kind of just get into the habit. I think it's about the habit. When you start thinking about like, oh, I have to track everything, you gotta zoom into just the day by day, stacking the days and tracking everything. It just helps keep shit way more linear. Keep your progress way more consistent, especially with tracking food, because if I ate intuitively, I'd be a skinny fuck. I was a skinny fuck. When I was eating intuitively, I was eating like maybe 2,100 calories. I'd be like, yeah, I had 2 huge meals, and then I track, it'd be like 2,200 max. Especially when you get higher in body weight, you want to get around your body weight in protein. Yeah, I eat that protein. I don't like eating a lot. I'll eat the Shake and Click bar, banana ass meals, but then 2 actual meals, that's it. Even if I ate intuitively, I'd be doing intermittent fasting and eating like once, maybe twice a day. I want to see once I compete, really. Like, I feel like I'm going to be the same body weight, but I'm going to be like bone shredded. I feel like I could have lost more, but I was already really flat. It'll help to have a coach next time. Just that second extra eye, bro. I felt like a dumbass just guessing shit. You're like all depleted and tired, and you have to like worry about protocol, and the show isn't always like on point. Shit took like 7 hours the first show. So I was like trying to time my rice cakes over the span of 7 hours.
I still believe there's something wrong.
I'm just go 8 reps, 4 or 5 reps, 2 reps, and working weight. But I've still been just rocking that one set and trying to get stronger at that. It's week 4, so I've been running the split for like damn near a year now, right? I've just been changing movements. So like this cycle of movements, I'll run it like 6 weeks. But stuff's been going good. I've been getting stronger, but my sessions have felt better, which is doing the one set, especially my movements later on, like I was talking about. I've been testing it, and they still feel good. Much better than before, running the multiple sets. Then once I got there, I was like pooped. I feel like people don't talk about the actual importance of sleep enough. You can get away with not sleeping a lot and making progress, but kind of catches up to you, and it definitely nerfs you hormone-wise. If your sleep isn't in check, it's just not gonna be as optimal. That sounds like cliche to say, like, if you don't sleep enough, but if you don't sleep enough, then your hormones are gonna be off. Like your testosterone's gonna be lower, which means less gains. You're gonna feel worse, which means less force output in the gym. Unless you're souped up on caffeine and stuff, you can get away with it, but I feel like it catches up with you once it becomes a habit. I could have one bad night of sleep, still slam caffeine and have a good session, but if I ran that 2 nights in a row, that second session would feel like ass, bro. good. My other 6, my 6 last week was like my last rep. The 6th one was looking like this. So attempting another rep, that's good. It's like 6.5. I was running this one too. I don't know if that, how much of a difference that makes. I guess on the, would this be called the hydraulic? Like if one has more resistance or something. Pec deck now, I'm gonna do 165. I hit 7 last week. I love the Body Masters pec deck. This is probably my favorite pec deck. Other ones either have like a skinny ass pad like this one, or these just aren't angled right. I don't like when it does this shit. We're just like going in on this one. I think the Prime one was good, but I think I set it up wrong. I was feeling it in my biceps a lot. This one's just fucking plug and play, good to go. Shit just mogged my stoner rock in my ears. This album had a couple of bangers on it. Oh, the everybody look at me. Promiscuous guy. Damn. People are being rough with that shit. That's like what the one under my bed looks like.
Yeah, the one that you can't fucking reach.
So 165, I'm gonna do 85 for my first warm up. This bitch. I like keeping my feet up because it automatically keeps my back neutral. I feel like I see a lot of people stacking plates and stuff to do that with their back. It's kind of built in there. I just ignored it. Or I'd use it as counter resistance like this, like up against. That shit would like bruise my fucking shins. This, I'm like not really trying to focus on like leg drive, but it keeps me stable regardless, just keeping it in there. Because my legs burn like a motherfucker. If I do like a counter resistance on this, it's like I'm doing an isometric leg press where you like hold it like a wall sit. Just keeping it up is good. Just having them chill there. And then I'm just forcing my back against the pad and kind of, I'm not leaning forward, but I'm just letting my chest come in and contract like that. Got 9, so up 2. I ran that same foot placement last week though. I just switched it. I don't know if that made a huge difference though. Hammer strength row. I'm hitting both the hammer strength rows. So I'm hitting this variation. My other upper day, I'm hitting the top grip. I'm aiming for that mid upper back because I want to bring my mid upper back and traps up. This one's nice and stable too. I was kind of sleeping on this one because a lot of the, I feel like there's different versions of the same hammer strength machines. This, what would you call this?
Like a low row or something?
Yeah, the low row where it starts like in the middle right here. Some of them, it goes so far into where it just comes completely off my back and it's like all awkward and I end up like T-Rex arming it. I'm just trying to like keep it strict and myself on the pad.
Did you see that video of that dude like ripping on Nick Walker for doing like 2 plates on that humbler row?
On that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
That thing's heavy as fuck.
That thing is humbling.
Yeah.
What did I get to? I got to like a fucking plate and change. But he's strict as fuck, and he does more than 5 to 8 reps.
Yeah, he had like 2 plates on each side, I think, something like that.
He has like marvelous ass form.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people said that when I was doing like a plate. Like fucking weak bitch.
Yeah, you just have to use that machine to understand how fucking heavy it is.
I don't know why it's so heavy. Yeah, because other T-bar rows you can like load up on them.
Yeah.
And people don't take into account where they started. I was like 145 pounds, 140 pounds when I first started. I could barely bench a plate and like a 10 for 1 rep. That was like my 1 rep max. But now it's like, what, 335 I think was my best. But I like doubled, almost tripled my strength from when I first started. So that's what it's more about. I remember Max Tuning, I used to watch his videos, and when he would document his squat progress, he was like always dogging on how big his legs were. They weren't like that big to him, but he was squatting like in the 500s, and his legs were pretty, they looked good, and they had like veins all in them. And then you look at where he first started, and he looked like a fucking stick figure. That's still like a tremendous amount of fucking progress, and you're squatting in the 500s.
Yeah.
It's like you weren't squatting near 500 when you first started. It don't matter how much you're fucking lifting. I don't think Nick Walker gives a shit either.
He cares about those like 25-inch fucking arms he has.
Yeah, and his back was fucking insane. Those 2 plates on each side is doing something. Is he like, he had an injury or something, right?
Yeah, it was his hamstring. It was like a week out from the Olympia, I think.
That's rough, especially that close to show. Imagine the people with COVID. They were all fucking spray tanned, being careful with their tan. They're like, oh, it shows off COVID. There's an outbreak. They're all like carved up and fucking tanned. They already posted pictures like 24 hours out in the doorway lighting. I remember they canceled the Toronto one. It was like
right out,
Pro got
like
canceled.
a week out or some shit?
No, like weekend, bro. It was. I even pulled up to the Arnold Classic in Ohio, and the whole shit was canceled, the whole convention. We just hung out with everyone at the hotels and shit. That was the first time I met David Lade.
Oh, really?
And he was like pretty big inspiration first getting into lifting. We just played Nerf crossbows in the fucking pool. Yeah, especially like meeting him for the first time, you're like, what? Like I used to watch your fucking workout edits and play fucking Nerf crossbows.
Now you're trying to quick scope him with the fucking crossbow.
Yeah, it's insane. I'll send you a clip of it. We stayed up till like 7 a.m. That's all we did because the whole convention was closed down, but we still like went out to dinner and had fun though. Hit 3 plates and a 10 on each side. I hit 7. Fucking pissed I lost a rep. Don't talk to me. I don't think I rested enough. I'm getting leaner, right? I feel like I've still been progressing normally on smaller muscle groups like shoulders and arms though. And my other ones too. Like that honestly hasn't happened in a minute. Well, I didn't PR on my shoulder press, but I got an extra 2 reps on the chest pec deck. So I mean, I'm just really concerned about giving my muscles the same work. So training to failure. Because if you're not like giving the muscles the same work, that's when you start to shrink up, especially when you're cutting down. It's still the same thing. Like I don't do more sets or like lighter or like more reps when I'm cutting. I'm trying to get stronger when I'm cutting, but shit like that happens. Before I used to just give in and be like, fuck it, I'm a weak skinny bitch, I'm cutting. The only thing that changes is my step count, implementing cardio, more cardio, and that's about it. And the less food. Even the protein stay the same. Like only carbs. Only carbs changes. I even keep my fat like around the same. Just above like what's recommended, so your hormones work right. Has a lot more to do with hormone balances and shit. It affects them when you get too little fats. Couldn't tell you how. Honestly, I've noticed every time I cut, it's pressing or rowing that gets affected. Yeah. Like my bench or my row. But then like my pull down's chilling. I'm still PRing on pull down. I might PR today, but fucking dropped a rip on this. What'd you hit?
Upper body.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's on upper body or full body right now.
Dude,
like
I'd rather kill myself than fucking hit full body.
Yeah.
Going from like hitting heavy ass bench and then you gotta hit leg extensions right after.
I feel like people say full body, but then it's a hybrid. It's like I'll hit tricep, hamstring, shoulder this full body day.
Can you like? Can you hit every single body part in one workout?
That's what I'm saying. That's like more than even 10 sets. And people say like 10 sets is the higher limit. Whatever last muscle you're hitting, you're hitting that shit with like 30% energy.
Yeah, that's just not getting like as much work. Like that's if you're hitting your arms, like which is most likely what you're gonna do. Because like
if people are talking about hitting muscles first to like bring up your weak points and shit, that's why I cut back my sets, because my last couple of workouts or exercises felt like dookie compared to my first because of the multiple sets I was doing. But now I'm doing one set and each of my lifts feel productive.
What is it like after your first like literally your first couple sets, it's like nowhere near as much, what's it called, muscle recruitment as much as, you know, as when you're first
it lessens, like motor unit recruitment.
Exactly.
I like get into my warm-ups. I'll like take my time with my warm-up.
I started doing that now.
That little heavy 2-rep warm-up, that's butter. I used to rush my warm-ups too, and then I would do one set, and I was like, my second set always felt better. But after doing like proper warm-ups, and sticking with
I realized that like you're like, what the fuck? Why did I hit the same amount of reps for my second set with like without nearly as much effort put in?
I've been doing a little bit wider of a grip on these. I don't know. I feel like it just puts my lats in a better leverage. Having them more in was just putting more on my biceps. I feel it more on my lats with the wider grip. One thing I have been doing different is trying to not like bend my spine like this. When I'm down like right here, not bending my spine, turning it into like kind of a row. I feel like you turn it more into a row when you bend your back rather than when people say like don't lean back with the pull. If your back is straight and you're, I want to say compressing. When you're stacking your abs and everything's neutral, your lats are gonna be in their best leverage. That's kind of just up to your own leverage because everybody's different with that. But I think the biggest factor is not going like this, which I used to do because that makes you stronger. You use your mid back and it turns into a row. Fucking. I like flexing on my abs. That's what helps me get my lats a lot more. But flexing on them and then pulling down instead of kind of rounding your back like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like the chest cue. Like I've noticed my chest is sore every time I train it now because of that different cue. Trying to get stronger lat pull down since I started. It's like my bench press for my back. Keep bringing it in and out because I can't do pull-ups because especially when I'm bulking, maybe assisted pull-ups. I hit 6 with 200, so I'm gonna try to beat that. I'm happy with matching reps because I remember talking about being stuck at 180. I remember being stuck at 140 on that pull down for a little bit. That feels good though. I kind of leverage my feet up against this. It's like a counter force. Push against that. I just drive my elbows forward. That's all I'm focusing on. Stacking my abs, flexing them, and then yanking my elbows forward. And then I don't really got to worry about grip with the Versas. It's crazy. Those are easily the best grips. I kind of use the other ones because I didn't want to take too much off of my forearms. But I'm already directly training my forearms. Not like sponsored, but those are the fucking best I've had. I had them a while back in the day with powerlifting and stuff. I just thought about my forearms because I thought like if I did use wrist straps, my grip would get like fucking extremely weak and not catch up with my back. I don't know. It's definitely genetics, but if you don't train them, they're not gonna fucking grow.
Yeah.
I'm actually going up in weight on this preacher curl, plate loaded hammer strength curl. I hit 2 plates for 8 reps, so I'm gonna go up. I'm probably gonna go up probably 5 pounds, a little bit lighter. I like to go up 5 pounds when I max up the rep range with like smaller muscle groups. And then if it's like a squat or bench, more multi-joint movement, I'll go up like 10, 15 pounds. But I'll probably do 2 plates and 5 on this. I was sleeping on this one for the longest time. If I went any heavier, that'd have been like a 2 rep set, bro. That 5 pounds up was the move. I got 5 reps. Triceps. Wrapping up with unilateral long head extensions. That's what I'm aiming for. I'll set myself up against the cable like this, and then my end point will be the cable hitting my armpit. But having it back like this really hits my long head or biases it. And then on my other day, I'll hit that kind of preacher. I call it a preacher tricep extension. That machine where you're like this. That'll hit more like medial lateral head, and then this unilateral hit the long head. I like having unilateral with arms. I'm gonna start doing it more and just switching off on each day. Arms and shoulders, it's good to just like really nail the focus on one at a time. When you're doing them both, I feel like if you had a percentage gauge of which one was activating, it'd be like more low-key like 60-40 with your dominant arm. So I feel like it's good to mix it up. I think mind-muscle connection matters with that, so you can get into good leverage. So like back, you start doing like unilateral pulls or pull downs. I remember pull downs being money for me when I was trying to build my mind-muscle connection with my back. And then you can play around with the more compound shit, start getting stronger at those. Because I didn't even think about it. I was always trying to go like overhead. It's like overhead is the long head. But after doing this, I'm like, I'm gonna save my shoulder the fucking snap action of going near failure above your head. It's so sketchy. Like the katana ones, like I'm like on failure. I had 35 for 7 and 7 each arm. Alrighty, it is Saturday. That means treat meal, baby. I have my treat meal of choice, culinary dropout, boom, and I got my dessert of choice, insomnia cookie. If you're in Arizona, I don't know where. Is insomnia cookie in Utah? I don't know if it's in Utah, but I don't really like crumble as much as insomnia. I don't know. These are just guaranteed bangers. And Crumble be having like bullshit cakes and stuff in the little paper cones. Like half of them are cakes that I don't think are tasty. They have like nuts on them and shit. Pecan cakes. Half the time it's cakes and not even cookies. I don't know. I think Insomnia Cookie's good because they always have the same flavors that you can pick from. But Culinary Dropout, if you don't know, they just have bomb ass appetizers. Pretty good entrees. I got a French dip. I'm a huge French dip kind of guy. And I got pigs in a blanket and deviled eggs. Use the lotion. No, other way. Rawr. All right. Let's get the lineup going. So, treat meal method entails one entree being whatever abundance of food I want. Usually ends up being like an appetizer, like the deviled eggs are appetizers, and the pigs in the blanket are an appetizer too. And then I'll have a dessert too. But then after that, it's cut. You can't have anything. You can't go to the pantry and justify eating more dessert because you already crashed out and had this. The treat meal is you get an entree and you get a dessert and then it's a cutoff. So I get this. Sometimes I won't even finish all this too. I'm just trusting my instincts and my taste buds and I'm getting what I want because I'm dieting throughout the week. I'll do the same thing on a bulk too, because I'll still crave foods, but I'll eat relatively the same thing every day, even on a bulk. But it's just cool because I don't got to think about tracking. And especially in a bulk, and I'm just guaranteeing that I'm in a surplus, especially when I'm doing a treat meal. I'm just guaranteeing I'm in a surplus, but I'm not tracking it or worrying about anything. But especially during a cut, if I do this once a week, I'm chilling. Maybe I'll hold water the next day. I low-key don't weigh myself the next day because it'll fuck with me. It'll get in my head. I usually get a sick pump the next time I train. But especially having the once a week, you can, if you got a girlfriend, you can have that be date night, even when you're on a cut. I mean, that's what I've been doing. But even then, if you don't have a girlfriend, you can go out with the boys every Saturday and eat, even on the cut. I was thinking about, who was it? I saw some fucking Instagram reel. It was some shredded natural bodybuilder that was getting ready to compete, and he was doing his loading phase or whatever. He was like, come with me on my 6,000 calorie load. It's just calories, bro. And especially before a show, what? Would you be more susceptible to putting on fat because you're in starvation mode? And I don't know. You'd gain fat really easy if you binge post-show. So it's like, why would you even eat a lot of calories pre-show? The fuck was that? Nah, bitch, I got chills. Fuck. What the fuck? Chill, bro. Nah. Was it a goddamn bird? There wasn't even a detection of movement. Fuck it, I'm going out there. Fuck it. Was out here, bitch? Was out here, bitch? Was out here, bitch? It had to have been a bird, bro. Did y'all hear that? It was like boom. Nah. A water bottle or something? It had to have been a bird, bro. I'm tripping. We had a bird flying, boom, hit the glass, and it died. It was just laying there, dead, deceased. I don't know if it definitely didn't do that on purpose. Fucking, I saw on the camera, fucking, and you just hear a boom, and he was just lying there. Nah, bro. What's going on, JoJo? What was I saying? Yeah, just eating a lot of calories before competing. I don't know. It doesn't seem to keep me from losing fat. And I don't think you put on a lot of fat in one singular day. Because if you ate all of that surplus of calories filling up before your show, why would you want to display your physique with more fat on it, by the way? Why would you want to do that? So I'm having a fucking cheat every weekend, bro. Yeah. Every Saturday. And then I hit legs tomorrow. I don't know. My hypothesis is it doesn't fucking matter. But don't go overboard. Like if you sit down if I were to sit down and consume like 8,000 calories in one sitting, which maybe some of y'all can do, but that will kind of fuck you up a little bit. I don't know how much fat you can gain in one day though. 1/16 of a gram of body fat added. I don't know. But anyways, enough of my coping to have a cheat every weekend. I'm gonna show y'all what I got up and close. Okay? Running on empty. All right, so first, deviled eggs, boom. So fucking gas. And then these are Wagyu pigs in a blanket, bruh. Got this little dipping sauce. I don't know what it is. It's perfect. And then I got fries on the side with my French dip. So I don't know. I'll like eat those. I probably won't finish them. I will probably finish these two. And most of the French dip. Here we go. Boom. And we got a pickle. We got the au jus. Or what's this? I think it's au jus. Dipping sauce. But this is what we're looking at for the entree. And I've had this before. I fucking love it. I used to get the French dips from Kneaders. I don't know if that's just from Utah. But that was like one of my favorite things to go out and get for food. French dips anywhere. I don't really know off the top of my head places that have good French dips. There was this one prime rib sandwich that Culver's had. It was fucking amazing, bro. That was good. I don't know if that came with au jus though. I was reminiscing that. I don't know if it was a secret menu item, but it's discontinued. I'm going to eat this and I will show y'all what I'm having after. Boom. Let me show you the lineup. First, we got churro chocolate chunk. Wasn't focusing, bro. Churro chocolate chunk. It's like churro coated. And lemon white chocolate. Yeah. And confetti. This is big. This one's big. This one's probably my favorite one. The confetti. If you've ever had insomnia, I don't know. This one or the snickerdoodle. I got a snickerdoodle. These ones just melt in your fucking mouth in its glory. I'm gonna take a bite of the chocolate chunk churro one because I haven't tried it. I've tried the other ones though. Oh my God. It's a 10. This is in the lineup, insomnia lineup from now on. Unless this is a special cookie, what the fuck? This gotta be my favorite chocolate chip cookie. I'm gonna eat this. That's pretty much it for the video. I'm going to be getting my golf back on Monday, so the car will be good. I am doing some new stuff to it, new wrap, and some other things planned. So I'll share that with y'all next vlog. That's gonna be a wrap for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, sub if you're new. Peace out, baby. Yeah, look at him in his blanket.